How you doing?
I'm good. I'm so happy to be here. So excited to be here. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here to speak to you and to talk to the audience too as well.
Good to have you. Is it the first time here at Asaase Radio?
Yes, please.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I have to baptize you. So you're welcome to Asaase.
Thank you.
And we are live not only in Accra, we are live in Cape Coast 100.3, we are live in Kumasi 98.5, we're live in your hometown, Tamale 99.7. Wow. Now, Tamale is close to Bogatanga, right? Let me say north.
Yeah.
You are from Bogatanga.
Yes.
Right. So why the name AlaptaWan?
AlaptaWan because I feel AlaptaWan is a movement. You know, she's a queen from the streets. AlaptaWan represents the voiceless. AlaptaWan is a controller, so why not AlaptaWan? And I'm from the north too as well. And then when you see everyone from the north, most people, their name starts with A.
Oh, really?
Tanga, Atia.
Oh, I see.
So I wanted a name that will represent and a name that will be unique too as well. So when you search AlaptaWan on all social media handles, you could tell that I'm the only one that uses it.
What does it mean?
It means controller, someone who controls the place, someone who takes charge.
So you're controlling Tamale.
Everywhere I go, I control, I dominate, you know.
You were a Christian with a name, right? What's the name?
Yes.
What is the real name you're a Christian with?
Nketia Felicity.
Nketia Felicity.
Yeah.
No, Felicity can obviously be your surname. So Nketia is your surname.
Yeah.
Wow. So that means you're not from the north.
I'm from the north. My dad is an Ashanti, and my mom is from the north.
Okay, so you inherit matrilineally, more like.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. And your journey started when you were in senior high school as an entertainment prefect, we are told. And through that, you started doing some other music and all that. When you were in school, did you always anticipate to do this reggae dancehall kind of music that you're doing right now?
Oops. Yeah, I've always loved dancehall. I've always loved reggae. I've always listened to reggae. My dad is a music lover too as well. So from when I was in school, I decided to do it because I love it. And when I do it, so people feel like, yo, you have talent, you know, you are good, so keep going. That has actually kept me going over the years, and I could see great improvement in what I'm doing.
Okay, so what was inspiration? Was it that your family member, mom or dad or auntie, uncle B was into music and then got you inspired to do music, or you just chanced upon it?
No, they were just music lovers. They just love music, but no one in my family does music. I'm actually the first person who have actually taken the bold step to do this.
There's always the situation where people like you, where your family are not in tune with music or singing. When they start off, family is not too okay with it. Why do you want to do music? Well, so you can study and be somebody like a doctor, accountant, or whatever. What was the situation with you and your family?
It wasn't really that easy to actually convince my parents for me to do music, even though they love music very, very well. I think the person that I was able to convince was my mom.
Always the mother.
She's very close to me. I told her, you know what, I want to do this. There's something that tells me I'm good at this and I want to pursue it. So why don't you just give me your blessings and then pray that things go well, you know? And she was like, okay, if that's what you want to do, then do it and do it well. And that is what I've been doing over the years.
Okay. How does it feel now? How is daddy?
It feels great.
What about daddy?
Being with my brethren.
Yeah, I'm about to introduce the next reggae dancehall artist. Also seated next to her is the man. I didn't know he has a nice English name like that. Theophilus. Bratu.
Yeah.
And I watch a few.
One side.
I'm gonna paint to here.
Speed link about here.
Interesting. Well, we are selling you a little bit. I don't know what I understand, Ga. You're learning.
I'm learning small.
Okay. All right. So I'll get in touch with you a bit. Let me finish with Alapta. So you decided to do reggae dancehall. You told your mom about it. She bought into your idea, and now daddy and everybody supporting you. Yeah. How do you feel at this moment?
I feel great. Because when I look back, I could just tell God has been very, very great to me. My hard work is paying off. The sweat that we put in the job is actually being noticed, being seen, and being recognized. So I feel great that I didn't give up and I kept moving on. and moving on. Yeah.
Okay, so you were nominated as one of the nominees for the unsung category.
Yeah.
I just ended TGMA.
No, last year.
Last year, rather, 2025. And unfortunately, you didn't get it.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
It was good. It was good. It was good because I can boldly say I'm the only artist from the North, based in the North, that has been doing music consistently and have been able to get the TGMA nomination. Some they get it, but they are based in Accra. But I was doing it there before they recognized me, and then I was being put on. So it's great.
So there's a certain gentleman up there also called Francis Gadam. There are a few others also doing pretty well. We are yes, and then all the others. And they are, I kind of feel like the Northerners are more supportive when it comes to their artists being shown out there. Fancy can fill the whole Tamale Stadium, even without anybody. And there was a conversation on social media, I think I chanced upon it, that he had to use leverage on one artist, I don't want to mention his name, platform to be able to climb with his music that he did. Okay, so let me mention his name. Sarkodie, the song they did. Remember they did the first song together before his other song. But you realize that even after his song is pretty good. What is it that the Northerners are doing for the artists that is so amazing that people need to know about?
I think they don't see much representatives of their people up there. So if you are coming and you are good, they just want to push you because they know when you get there you'll be able to come and pick the rest, or you'll be able to give a helping hand to those that are there that are also good. So when they see that you are coming and you are very good, they want to just keep supporting and keep putting you there all the time.
Awesome. What did you study in senior high?
General arts.
And so what is the plan? Are you going to go back to school? Are you going to forget about music? Forget about school and focus on your music career for the rest of your life?
School is very important. Education is very important. So I know I'll definitely go to school, but for now, it's the music, you know. But yeah, I know I'll definitely go to school. I'll go study one or two because I want to study one or two things, you know, and add it to my
one
craft.
Or two things like
it's not coming now, but yeah, I have one or two things I want to study. I just want to go and then study one or two things.
Okay, all right, great. So I have one of your songs. Is it King Pharaoh? Yes. What inspired this one?
King Pharaoh was a song I wrote to let people know that there's a female doing this dancehall thing. Because when you come to Ghana, people know the males. They know Jupiter, they know, I can't mention their names, there are many, but I wanted to prove a point that there's a female doing this thing and doing it real.
Yeah. So we had a few of you, as in the ladies in that space. They do a few things and then all of a sudden they slow down. We don't get to see and feel much of them. Are you assuring us that AlaptaWan is not just a flash in the pan, 9-day wonder kind of thing, and then you meet a very fine gentleman, rich, and then he wants to settle you down, and then that's all, you forget music?
No, I can't forget music. Music is in me. Music is in me. I can't forget music.
It has happened before. That's why I'm asking you. A few of you. I don't want to mention it,
that sometimes they actually just want to give up, and I see that most of them, I can't say for all, but most of them, sometimes they don't write the songs themselves.
Okay.
And they have people that write the songs for them. So if they get issue with the person that writes the song, then that means that's the end of the person's career, unless maybe she goes to look for another person to, and it's time consuming. But for me, I write my song myself. So
I see.
With or without you, I can put my song out there. I can do what I want to do at any time.
I don't know whether you have a plan to settle down. Maybe have a married man, marry a man, and then have kids. Yeah,
I'm so young.
I do understand, of course, but you have plans, don't you? You said you mentioned that you want to go back to school as well. So okay, you love kids. That's nice to hear. So I'm sure that after that, nothing will stop you from doing your music.
Yeah, nothing will stop me.
All right. So how do you write your songs? Do you get the melodies first, then you add the lyrics to it, or lyrics come? How does it come to you?
Actually, it depends on the mood in which I am and the beat. sometimes you can just listen to a beat and you feel like you are getting all the melodies.
Okay.
And then when you get the melodies, you get the lyrics. You start writing your lyrics. And there are times where you sit down to actually think, choose a topic and then you write about it. So for me, sometimes I listen to the beat and then I get the inspiration. Sometimes I just sit down to think and write.
Okay. All right. Let me introduce your big brother. He's been around for a while. His one of his songs that I'm going to drop right now to introduce him. And the mother who happens to be one of the Wulame members once upon a time. And then through that, he's been phenomenal with his music. He goes into the realms of reggae dancehall and branching a bit into high life as well, with the one that you know about. I'm talking about the man Epixode, and here he is in flesh and blood in the building. How you doing, bro?
Yes, boss.
Once again, you're welcome.
Correct.
Everything cool?
Everything correct.
All right. I like the correct level. It means everything they go on normal.
Correct.
You've been tagged as a bit controversial with your music, especially with this one that I just dropped. There's another one that you've done that's supposed to be a part 2 of this one, Boy.
Yes.
Why are you going in that tangent?
First and foremost, I want to say thank you for inviting me.
A pleasure.
I've not actually done this for some time. And
you want to answer why?
Why I haven't done it? Because I've been on the road. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I've been on the road. I just dropped actually.
Last night. Nice. Welcome home.
Thank you. Well, I think as an artist or as a creative, it is quite not a normal space to find yourself, in the sense that I always say it's a lonely road to trot as a creative, because then you would only have a handful of people going off just the party type of songs to be actually dealing with issues like this. But I, regardless of the fact that we want to put food on our table, I also focus on the legacy.
Okay.
Because I'm asking myself if we can still have records from the Bob Marleys and name them Osibisa and everything. 10 years or a decade from now, what song of Epixode that somebody can actually pick and use as a reference?
Yeah.
So where I come from, it got to a time, even up to now, my mom edits some of my songs.
Oh, really?
So I can't do any, some type of songs. But I'm forced to speak about some of these things because that's a reality and that's where I come from. I'm not really I'm from a good home, but not like a rich home. But I know that growing up, I actually had to go and feel or experience how it feels to be on the street. So it's quite normal that we put some of these things in our music. That's why I decided to go this style. You can have the, would I call it controversial? No. the rebellious episode sometimes, yeah, man.
And how is the political scene taking it, for instance?
Well, it would never be a smooth one. I remember when we dropped Wahala Day, I keep saying we were having threats from unknown people and stuff.
I see.
So at a point in time, I had to stop. I had to take it out of my playlist, But then again, that is the act. Sometimes you enter the studio and want to do their type of songs, but then it won't come. So you are forced to do what you have to do. So for me, it's just trying, regardless of the fact that we want to entertain ourselves, is also to put a message out, because that's like the most important. Apart from just dancing and things, you want to do something that people can actually reflect and go like, oh, I can relate to this, because that's what music is for.
Yeah.
So that's,
you mentioned you've been out and about. Where have you been? What have you been doing?
So this year, I must say that I'm one of the few Ghanaians who are actually helping spread the indigenous Ghanaian sound.
Okay. So
last week I was part of a lineup. Big up KOG Music. He's a Ghanaian. His name is Kweku from Ghana. He put me on the set on the Shitgin. Is it Shingen?
Schengen.
No, it's not. Shindig. Yeah, Shindig.
Okay.
So it's Shindig Festival. Okay. In Wiltshire, somewhere in Europe, which hosted 14,000 people.
Wow.
Yes. And then we headlined the show. So it's just been in and out. I think 2 weeks last month we were in Germany. We played in Germany in Essen. and then we're supposed to go back to play the Cosmo Festival in 2 weeks. So it's just...
It's like 2025 is going so well for you so far.
Yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, yeah.
Would you consider the 14,000 capacity as the biggest so far in your career?
No. I played Harare International Carnival, which was in 2018, which hosted close to 20,000.
Okay.
Yeah, I played that, and then I think
this one you headlined.
Yes.
14,000 you headlined.
Yes.
The one in Switzerland, I forgot this.
Yes, 2 years ago. That was also big. Yeah.
I see. You are cashing in.
Yeah.
But
oh, which boy? Yeah.
Okay, so take us back into your music career.
Yeah.
I know the mother influence, all that, but how did you discover yourself that yes, I can do music? At what point in time?
I think I was just fortunate to have been following my mom back then when they were going for their recordings at Gamma Films and then Art Center and all of that. And then they will come back from tour, and the only thing they bring is tapes from, their live performances, and then a selected few, which is mainly reggae and country music. So I grew up on country music.
Oh, nice.
And then the transition wasn't that, I didn't even know how it happened though, but I just found myself being one of the few ones in the primary school that will be called on to be representing the schools at Kida Fest and Fun World and all of that, and be going to competitions and then battle, and then I went to high school, became entertainment prefect, and then
so 2 entertainment prefect, nice.
And I had the likes of Ninoy,
okay,
who was my senior in school, beating me.
The big guy.
Thank you.
That guy. I can imagine the size.
And Kessie too. So
okay. Kessie the musician.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And I dance so man.
Yeah, so I saw for.
Exactly.
Yes.
Big up Kessie.
Yeah.
But before I went to high school, we had a group, which was called Black Empire. It was made up of me, myself, Jupiter, Chameleon, and then there's a guy called Virgo. So growing up, being mentored by the likes of Wale, and then there's a guy called Kombolo, then there's Xylo.
Okay.
Growing up from the Legono danceman side, you would not do anything than just enter the bash and then do some reggae or dance.
Okay.
So I actually was more of the bright of Bookback.
Okay.
Because I was doing the rap.
Okay.
Not even the dance, I was doing rap before, and then I'll do the chorus, and then Jupiter will do the dancehall and everything. Then later the transition came that we all have to start doing dancehall together. Then I went to high school, and then after high school, I got admitted at Ghanaian College of Art. So in school, I was still doing art. Because apart from the music, I also paint.
Okay.
So
visual artist.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and up to now, that's what I do. I'll keep on saying it. I designed the Xtra movement logo, which I'm proud of.
Oh.
Yes, I'll say it everywhere I go.
I see. So are you tilted towards Xtra more than Samini? Because you're a Danceman boy too.
Well, I grew up under the wings of, before the name Epixode became a household name in Danceman, we were actually proteges of Kombolo and Wale.
Okay.
And then Xylo.
Okay.
And then later, when I got that buzz as Epixode, you would definitely want to idolize somebody like Samini.
Yeah.
So I became one of the proteges who's affiliated to High Grade Family, because you will find me every time in Amsterdam performing.
Okay.
And I must say that
Amsterdam those days.
Exactly. I must say that I'm very grateful that my first major stage in Danceman was actually given to me by Samini. He just he said, I've heard a guy in the crowd called Epixode. Where is he? Should just join me on stage. I'm like, I be me to talk to, And then I joined him, and then after that, we've been able to build our career close to a decade now.
Oh.
So I'm just grateful.
Talk about your career evolution. Your debut was Sound of the Land, SOL. Was that a case? Sound of the Land.
Sounds of Our Land is actually the upcoming album.
Oh, rather.
Yes. The first album is my first album
I'm not really.
It was Spa Junkies.
Sorry?
Spa Junkies.
Spa Junkies.
Yes, that was the first album, and then that's 2016.
How did it fare?
It had big songs. It had Avatar on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I dropped that Avatar already.
It had Avatar. It had Ghetto Anthem. Yeah, it had like 2 or 3 songs. that was like dominating the dancehall scene.
Okay.
And then 2018, I dropped Trinity that had Body Body featuring Mr. Easy and some few songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Your sister next to you is just an up and coming. I don't know.
love her.
Sorry, I wouldn't use the word up and coming. She's broke. At least she's made some waves already.
Yeah.
Getting nominations here and there. We know that a female in the music space, not just reggae dancehall, they don't get to shine so much. At a point in time, there was even a controversy about the fact that we should be female artist of the year in the music industry. What do you think she needs at this point? I don't know whether you've ever paid attention to what she's doing.
I know she's
Okay.
off radio and off camera. She knows I love her. Like, I listen to her song. I'm one of the people who just go all out when I see them.
Yeah.
Like, there are a couple of them that I support. I would say that it's a male dominated space, and it's even more hard because it's dancehall. You know, and we can also dispute the fact that the sound is changing. But the good thing is now dancehall is actually coming back.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it after the outburst of what's his name?
Cartel.
What's this guy's name? The guy who came from prison.
Yeah, Vibes Cartel.
Is it? No, not Vibes. The other one.
Buju
Banton. Yes.
Oh no, it's Vibes.
That is the one who's
Yeah.
pushing the
Yes.
trend. I mean,
You know,
Buju
filling
did
the stadiums
Oh,
and
yeah,
everything. So now the dancehall is coming back.
Okay.
The only thing I can say is we have to own it, regardless of the fact, because now they are also trying to change their sound from doing the bad man type of song and everything to doing more inspirational songs.
Oh, really?
Maybe here we might not relate to those topics, but at least we can do is we can actually take those sound, add ours to it, and then we give it back to the world. We should not forget that most of the songs even which were released that were termed high life were reggae songs back then. Most of Kujuentry's
Oh yeah.
catalog is a reggae
Kujuentry,
catalog.
yes, no doubt.
You
about
know,
it.
so it means, and most of our big gospel songs are already reggae medleys and reggae rhythms.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
all we can do is commercialize our sound and then sell it back to the world. Whether it's high life, whether it's reggae, I think we can only represent the identity and then stand firm and say that yes, this is, if you see this or you hear this, you can actually pinpoint where it's coming from. Because I don't think Jamaicans would want to slow down anymore, since it's actually gaining that
Again.
world recognition back. You know, and then we can compete because that is their space. All we can do is own ours, twist it a bit, and then give it back to them.
I'm happy you mentioned we've gone into that space. So you've also been out there showcasing Ghana on the global stage doing this reggae dance hall.
Yes.
Do you think it's gonna, in a way, limit what the other nations are doing in respect to reggae dance hall now that theirs are peaking?
I want to get to well.
As in, theirs are peaking now.
Yes.
So thanks to Vibes Cartel release
Yes.
and all that, the reggae dancehall kind of thing is now getting momentum in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's going to limit what other nations are doing with respect to that genre?
No, I think the space is big for everybody. Like what we played, there's a band, there's a girl, her name is Ibibio Sound. She's from, I think, I'm starting to be corrected, some Senegal or Cameroon. And this is somebody who's actually filling stadiums. There's actually a band from Ghana called Florence Adoni. I don't know if you know her. She's from the north. You should check her out. Florence now is one of the biggest export from Ghana. You guys can check. She actually, her tour lineup is crazy. There's another band called Alogote. He's also from the north. And these are people who are actually Ghanaian based band who we don't even know. But
not even mainstream.
no, but their lineup is crazy. KOG, you have the likes of the Sancho Fees, you have Uncle Ebo Taylor and Uncle Pat Thomas, you have the likes of Uncle J.D. Bliambole, who is actually going on his US tour.
Yeah, I've seen him doing the.
You know, so for me, I think the Jamaicans know where they are ready to take theirs, and you have a new lineup of Jamaicans coming. Would we want to follow that? Why don't we also follow the likes of the Pat Thomas and all of that? Because that sound already is actually something that the world is yearning for. Our sound is what the world wants to hear. There's a band called Fulu Band. They are from Congo. They actually use milk chains and all those things. And these guys fill stadiums. You get me? Now the world has actually opened to the level where they want to hear new things. They want to experience new looks, new sound, new performances. So yes, we can do our bad man style. We can dress like them and everything. But I think it's high time we actually carve our own niche and then follow, so that we know that a decade from now we can also have new lineup of artists. But then it would only work if when we enter we're able to hold the next person to also join,
like the one sitting next
exactly,
to you.
you know.
So you've done reggae dancehall a few times. I mean, all this while,
Yes.
you did an album, about 2 or 3, and then you drop Atinya Donko, High Life.
Yes.
You featured one of the maestros in there, Kwabena, and again recognition.
Yeah.
I mean, nationwide,
Big,
everybody.
yeah.
The last I checked, I think over 1 million,
yes.
views on YouTube already.
Yes, please.
Especially the one you did in the house
Yes.
with him.
Yes.
Did that motivate you to diversify, start thinking about doing high life music going forward?
Yes. But then I'll say that actually cemented the fact that I need to go and touch that. Don't forget, I come from that sound.
Yeah, no
that
doubt. Yeah, the
indigenous sound. Before that, if you listen to my old album, like my very first album to that, I had a high life on there. The song I dropped with Kwabena actually was a high life, which had a little bit of Afrobeat influence on there. You know. Now you talk about Wahala Day, which you played, which is not dancehall.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
So
even Chowe doesn't sound
exactly,
like
it was a
dancehall,
transition.
Yeah.
It's only that I'm able to make it look nice and make it look sweet that you can actually picture the same that guy who be jumping on the stage and doing all that hardcore raga thing, do a very soft type of sound, you know. But when I did with Kwabena,
Yeah.
but the original song actually was a reggae song.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then I decided to do the highlight version, and then that picked. And I'm like, oh, so you fans man again, you know. So I just had to actually try and do that. But even with that piece, it was just me trying to play around, and I did 9 renditions out of that. So there's even a jazz version.
Yeah.
You know, it's just me trying to be.
Which is your favorite so far amongst them?
I like the jazz.
Oh,
No, I like the zouk. Because I sang in French, but I know they care what I say. Yeah, I like the.
But they wrote it for you. Chew, pass, and forget. That's what
I
you did.
featured a girl on there, and then she helped
Okay.
me put the lyrics together. I
I'm
like
sure that song is giving you more cash than any other songs that you've done so far.
Well, I would not say less. I'd say that it has given me respect. Respect in the sense that now, you know, there's always a misconception about the reggae and dancehall thing, and then the looks and where you're coming from and everything. But that piece are actually giving me a certain type of respect where you enter spaces and, you know, you're actually leveled with a certain type of audience, or a certain, you can actually walk into certain meetings and get a deal done because they know that, oh, when they put you in that space, regardless of what they think about that dancehall space, you are able to deliver. So
amongst the many high life artists, I'm going to ask you this one, then I'll move on to AlaptaWan a little bit. Amongst the many high life artists that we have, you chose Nobody by Kwabena for that very remix.
Yeah.
Why him?
let me be truthful. I actually linked up with so many artists and none pulled on.
Yeah.
Really?
Bro, let me even take my glasses for this one.
That's
Interesting. This is very interesting.
Yeah, because when I had the idea to do the loop thing, and no disrespect, it was Uncle KB who actually DM'd me and said, "Bro, your song is fire." And I was like, "Oh, Numbo, me tell my Bashia, Bashia." So even him, he didn't know what I wanted to do.
Okay.
He just thought I was going to take a video of him vibing to the song.
Oh, okay.
So when he came outside, and we shot it in his house actually.
Yeah. I saw
When he came out and they saw the setup and everything, like, me no wafi. I'm like, oh, I want to play the same song on a dancehall thing. So everything you see on there was actually happening there,
Right,
and it was just a one take.
Yeah.
thing.
I see.
So his phone
So
was,
that's how come he had his phone.
he was actually reading the lyrics.
He
was reading his lyrics. You know,
I see.
yo, I had reached out to big names, bro. Big
Germany.
Big names. And guess what? After the thing became, then you're like, oh, bro, Charlie, what for hip like version more? What for
I see them. I see.
You know, that's the thing. And no disrespect. I think that he was actually meant to do it.
Yeah.
And without his touch on it, maybe he might not even reach where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just grateful that the energies were right and he understood or saw what I wanted to do, and then he also blessed me with that.
All right.
You know, I'm grateful. I'm always grateful to him.
Awesome. AlaptaWan, you've been listening to Big Brother. What would you consider your special moment so far, or rewarding moment so far in your career that you've been to? Like okay, let's take you back to Mr. Senior High. Didn't do much, right? So, like, how many years so far?
Professionally,
Yeah, professionally.
4 years.
4 years. So, within that 4 years, what moment would you say has been more rewarding for you?
Me meeting some of the big dons in the industry, and then they keep telling you, keep going, your song is nice. And then there was this song I wanted to do with Raskuku. By that time I had no link up with him. I dropped the original one, hoping that one day I'll meet him and then we'll do maybe a remix or a different song. And then when I had the opportunity to be nominated for the TGMAs, the awards night, I met him and then I spoke to him. I sent him the song and he was like, I see you all the time on the media. You're good. Keep going. And he loved the song I sent him. So from there, he just did the verse for me, and he has been very, very helpful with the promotion too as well.
Have you? What was the title of the song?
Big God.
Big God. Okay. All right. And how is it doing so far?
It's doing great.
Okay. So have you also had this challenge of trying to link up with these big guys, and all you get is a hedge in front of you? They're unable to. They are giving you excuses.
The thing about it is when you meet them, when you meet some, not all of them, because I've met Jupiter at Articles 1 program, Jollof and Afrobeat, and he was very welcoming. He was like, "You are good. Keep going. I wish one day we'll meet at the studio and then we'll do something." So that word of encouragement kept me going. But there are some, you meet them at a program and they'll be very, very nice to you. "Oh, hi, I'm from here, Charlie Link Up," you know. And then
we said that they take do
you reach out to them and
even him, he had to probably beg for people to tag on you there. Don't go then.
You're not getting the response, and you know. So I get that sometimes, but
so who do you dream to have on your like a collaboration with at this moment?
I have this bad song that I need Jupiter on.
Bad song.
When? Okay, so
it's gonna be stood here now.
So let's do this.
Yes.
I'm putting myself on the
Sorry,
line.
I said Jupiter. Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. We're fine. I'm putting myself on the line.
Okay.
Today is when?
Today's 31st, the last day of the month of May.
Okay, send it. I'll send your vex back tomorrow.
Hey,
Yeah, send it today.
Nice.
I'll send your verse back
I
tomorrow.
will send it when I get it.
I will sign it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So it's good you came here.
Yeah.
You
The
know?
first time in Asaase, and you've been blessed.
And then when I
Yeah,
saw
it's the
the
energy.
flyer and I realized he goes, I was like, oh my God, this is the time, you know.
Okay.
we met
Yeah, we
once,
actually wear the
but-
same.
Yeah. No, I was about to say that actually. So you see, when it's said that when preparation meets opportunity.
Yeah.
Exactly, you got
So
no time.
I'm happy.
Plus God's intervention.
Exactly.
You know?
Because he
know?
can
Yeah.
just come sit here, we chat, and then he will go back without
Exactly,
saying
you
maybe
know.
he's gonna bless me with a verse. You know?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sometimes it's the favor of
So the song is sealed right here
Yeah.
on Artsy.
Yes.
Please mention
And a big
Artsy.
thanks to you.
mention Artsy in the song so that we don't.
I'll do that.
Okay. So what's the title of the song?
Um,
Have you decided yet, or you're not
not
too
yet.
sure now?
Not yet.
Okay. All right. So
Maybe
maybe
you go play our verse.
definitely when you're done, let me have it.
Sure.
Okay, through my producer. All right. So in the next 5 years, what do you see AlaptaWan?
In the next 5 years, AlaptaWan should be known globally, not only in Ghana, because my vision is really, really broadened. You know, I want to be known everywhere. I want to keep pushing my works, and I also want to help my people, because I know there are a lot of good, talented people out there, especially coming from the northern part, but they are not getting the opportunity and the people to put them on. So I've taken it upon myself that when I get there, I will also help someone come.
And that I need to draw a line of caution a little bit for you, because many times I've seen artists trying to help others and it doesn't go too well. So unless you take that step back, like somebody like Bullets of Rough and Smooth, he decided to hang his boots in the music industry and then do more of promotion, or recording artists and producing artists. That has sustained him and it's done pretty well.
Well, I think that, to me, from the artist's point of view, maybe what would help is just like giving verses or motivations or links.
Yeah.
Because just like you also have your career running.
Exactly.
You know, so based on the few that we've seen in the industry, yes, you really want to push these people out there. But I think just a verse or just, putting them on your shows, appearances, and that can also push them in a certain direction.
I have like a street concert I do.
I know. It be not that
Zumba concerts, and it's very huge. I do
in Bogatanga.
Yes.
Okay.
In Navrongo, actually.
Navrongo, rather.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to take me to Navrongo.
You have to come.
You guys, see the way the chemistry is running between the two of you.
I'm live on TikTok.
You have this. I want to give you this beat in the background. You guys can hear the beat, right? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay. It's very low.
Very low.
Very low.
Let me see.
Oh, I'm actually hearing the house.
I would have wished you here because I want you to speak a little bit. Do a bit of raga.
Yeah. Why not?
Can you hear? Okay.
Yeah.
And I want the two of you. So you the senior one do it, and you hand over to the junior one. So
pull up.
All right.
Oh, it's not playing actually. I can hear it.
Oh.
Yeah.
When I put off the microphone too, that's when the speakers can come through.
Okay, let's try it.
But can you hear AlaptaWan?
Yeah.
Can you hear? Okay.
Yo. Is the timing right?
Yeah.
Yo. So when we talk about million pounds and dollars, when we mean diamonds and gold teeth, have to build a house in a Dubai. See me jet up every weekend, cool down in a Miami Beach. AlaptaWan, I make them know say Epixode and Asaase. Anywhere we come, we have to show them bodies in the place. No boy, them try not try me. Them from Navrongo, from Ghana, Epixode, we come here, mean it badly. Anywhere we step in the place, see if I freestyle AlaptaWan come for show way. Run it now.
Gee, all of them here see. How come batty boy want to try we? Girl, this thing we do not for babies. Tell the infant we better get ready. What in the real dance hall, we are the real conquer. When we step in the place, everything one tell them feet pack out now. We can't do it proper. We shine and flame and blaze like a whole of the boy them never feel violate weak. We know them strength, them can't contest we. Boomba pushing a push, them a pushing a rig. High life, not a dancer, a firm breed.
Smart thing.
Okay. So we got a music already. I think we need to mix this one now. Yeah. Send it to a producer to mix it up for us, and then we'll master it, and then we are done.
No man.
Sometimes people feel like that. Like they want to claim. They want to tell people that, hey, I'm doing dancehall, but it's different.
Yeah.
Give thanks.
All right, awesome. So in the next 5 years, you've told us what you intend to do, and are you going to release any album soon, any EP soon? What should we anticipate?
I'm working on that. It's a surprise. I don't want to put it out there. And since my brother has decided to
definitely tomorrow,
verse, it's gonna be part of my up and coming EP. Or
EP.
Maybe an
Okay,
album.
intend to do an EP rather.
Yeah.
Okay, before the year ends.
Yeah.
Okay, so tentatively around what month are we looking at? Hopefully.
Maybe October, because that's
okay.
my birth month.
Oh, really? How old would you be then? You don't want to share your age. I mean, ladies don't like telling their ages. So.
Not really.
That's
I don't
okay.
Put it out there, but I'm in my early 20s.
Yeah, in your early 20s.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. All right, Epixode.
Big man.
So you're back, and then probably I should say this is the official first major interview you're having after coming
we
back.
have just like a week
Okay.
to go back to play Cosmo.
Hey, Charlie. can you put me in your bag and take me along?
Oh, why not? If you go play Coco, no, you did a TV side, you know.
See.
Yeah.
See. So after this week, coming week, you're going back.
Big up Joshua Musi. Is actually the guitarist for my band. Episode and the Cruise. So we're going to play Cosmo.
Episode with the Cruise.
Yes, Episode and his Cruise.
And his Cruise, okay.
That's the name of the band, actually.
Okay.
You know, which we've actually worked on an album supposed to drop this year. It's a live recorded album.
Okay.
You know, and then I'm really happy that we've been built to perform on the Cosmo, because the Cosmo is one of the biggest festivals in Cologne, Germany. You know, and we are the only Africans playing this year. And then they've actually given us one particular hall that Ibiwe they play for there. So it's quite
nice.
Huge for me and the direction that we're going, you know. So yeah, that's it.
I see. So how do you see the music space as we speak now? How would you rate it?
I think we cannot get everything 100, but just like I name dropped a few artists who we are not really shining light on. It would be very nice that sometimes the same leverage that we give the local arts here, we could give those people, because those people are actually making sure our name, the Ghanaian heritage, is sustained outside. These people have numbers than we, and these people are actually selling vinyls. Like, this is physical. It's not even streams.
I recently saw one being sold on social media.
You know,
it looks like we're going back to the vinyl system.
No, I'm actually collecting vinyls. Like, I've been collecting vinyls for like 2 years now.
Oh, wow.
And I have close to like 200 vinyls now.
What are you going to use it for?
Well, I come from that era, and that the vinyl sound to me is more calming than the MP3s and all of that. And I actually want, in the future, I want to have a library. Like a music library. So it's actually gearing towards that direction. You know, we need to actually learn from these people. Just like I said, she's your sister from the north. Her name is Florence Adoni, and then there's Alogote, and then there's the KOGs, and there's Afla, there's Bright, there's Somoa, and these are all Ghanaians who actually they are feeling auditoriums and selling vinyl, exactly.
Sorry, your mic was up, so yeah.
And you see, the industry is such a way that we like popular music.
Yes.
I've been telling people, if Tini, Thames were Ghanaians, they were not going to blow.
It's true.
We have their kind here in Adoma and the rest. We never give them that shine.
It's true.
You understand? So, the white people are tired of my bread. They want something different.
Something different, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And this thing started with Atongo Zimba. Back in the day,
there is no beer.
He was a guy, and then Kobolo and Mensa.
Yeah, actually,
the folky boys.
So if you're a smart artist and you remove all the facade in Ghana and all the noise and everything, then it's okay. Let me go global. You know that thing that Episode placed? That big calabash.
Calabash.
How many white men have seen that before?
It's crazy.
So they've seen the DJ set, they've seen the band. They want something different.
Yeah.
You understand? That's the niche that he's talking about. So when you present that alternative thing to the white man, they love it.
You're ready to go.
You can't share.
You know,
they've listened to Bujubanti and Shabaran.
Exactly.
What rag are you going to do for them?
Exactly. They want something new. So
definitely.
For me, I think we all have to learn, and then just like I said, it's really not with trying to do what others are doing. Yes, we can do it because nothing is new under the sun.
Yeah.
But then we need to represent where we come from, so that if you're put on a lineup or on these festivals, at least everybody after your set, somebody can say, "Oh, can we book you for another festival?" And that's how it started for some of us.
Yeah.
You know, so I will still throw light on some of these. They don't even know me, but I'm here. You know, at least Florence Adoni and all of that. I also have to go there and go and discover these guys there. So with all the champions here and everything, imagine we have 5 more joining these guys with bands playing different sounds. My little research tells me that Ghana has over 600 rhythms.
Oh wow.
Yes.
600
rhythms. Big up Uncle De La Boucherie. Over 600 rhythms. Uncle De La Boucherie is in Japan now. He's playing in Japan.
I see.
Like Sanchofi is playing in Japan. You're asking yourself, what are they like? Japan, how?
Yeah.
You know, it means that what we have is actually very unique, and we need to actually tap in. If we have not even, we've not even enjoyed 10% of that 600 rhythms. Imagine going to the Navrongo and then their indigenous sound, you're actually doing a raga on it. It's different. The white man would want to know which instrument that was used.
Yeah.
You see, and these are some of the things, these are some of the conversations sometimes when I meet people I want to have. But it's not really about let's jump here, let's do this, let's do Afrobeats and all of that. There's actually a very bigger picture. We have to look beyond the flashy lifestyle we have here.
On the flip side, the Gen Zs are tagged as being the people who want fast things, quick things. They don't do the usual things where you go to the studio, spend time. Somebody will be in his bedroom, produce a song in an hour.
Yeah.
Just because instruments you can just download and get things
Exactly.
done. We don't get to feel these kind of beats. So I'm just happy that you mentioned about 600 rhythms.
Yes.
Are they? Is the current music that we are hearing or listening to worth 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now?
Well, I think it's not anybody's fault. It comes with the fact that this era comes with its own stuff, the internet, you know, the AI stuff and all of that thing. But you can definitely have people who look beyond that. I would definitely say that in even those eras, you would still have musicians who just want to play around something and make the waves and enjoy that life. And you would still have those who have been consistent because they stay true to the act. The new ones are doing well. I'm not going to say anything bad about anybody.
Okay.
But I believe that individually, everybody understand where they want to get this to, the longevity of their craft, who they want to be in the next 10 years. If you actually know that, that's the first step, that who am I? If you actually can tell even 1% of who you are, it would help you discover who you'd want to be. You understand? So for this era, yes, they will download the beats. We all do it. But then if I download somebody's beat and I write a song to it, I go back and get it well produced. It's just here that we don't really pay attention to these lawsuits
and all that,
copyright and all of those things. And then we are resampling all of that. So the question is, if this era, just like you said, if this era is sampling from the Kudren trees, what would our children come and listen to? Can't we also be original so that our children will also come and sample our stuff?
True.
You know.
All right. So before we end our conversation, you blend two careers, music and arts.
Yes.
How do you manage your time? This is for the Gen Z next to you to also listen and then get to know how.
Maybe mine is a blessing because I can't take my art out of the music. Same way I can't take the music out of the art. I had to learn the hard way. I didn't have a team growing up. It was just me. So then I'm asking myself, I want to shoot, like, one of my best videos is Avatar, which won, I think, best video foresight that year. I'm asking myself, okay, I give you I want this video. Then you tell me, oh, I'll make you sit in flashy car, do this. And I'm looking like, no, bro, this is not what I want. So I had to learn it myself. I do 80% of my visual. Everything that has got to do with my arts, from cover arts to stage. I can boldly say that I am one of the few artists who would give a platform like TGMA a scripted performance before I go on stage.
I see.
You understand? It means that I know where I'm going. And any costume that I've performed with from like 2015 till now, it is still there.
I see.
Yeah, because I want to have a museum.
Yeah, you mentioned you want to have a gallery or something like
so
that.
My children will come down, collect your money.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing I can say is, in this era,
somebody has a car museum.
You know,
in
this era, we are just fortunate that now the world is very small in terms that if you do something, it catches on easily through internet.
Yeah.
And then it's the same source we can learn with, but this same source can actually break us and lead you into a wrong direction. So individually, as creative, it's not bad to look at what somebody's doing, then you can also learn from there. There are so many people doing new things using AI and all of that. You have to catch on. But then again, how do you catch on? It depends on how you want to use it. You know, so for me, it's okay. The new ones, the new kids, they would learn. We came from the era of CDs. My mother came from the era of
vinyl.
Enter studio, you sing the whole thing. So I'm like, okay, why don't I challenge myself? Because if a booking agent is booking me for a performance for 2 hours. I can't be doing pause performance and all of those things. And they want to hear exactly what is on the record. So I told the team that, bro, you know what? Now this is the secret. We actually had to build a live studio for ourselves.
I see.
Rehearse with the band every day. Record 20 live songs.
Wow.
And now the problem is how to choose 10 for the album. You know, so because you're going on a stage where you are seeing the likes of Fali Ipupa and the rest, you know, big names.
Yeah.
So you have to be different. And if it's 2 hours, you have to make sure the vocal is like that. I am from a certain era, but I didn't get that era. So I'm also trying to learn as an individual.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we all have to do. Like the young ones would also know that, oh, these people that my time, so then they do one. Make I take small, add my own, and then we're good.
You've been around for the last 10 years, a decade. What do you think about record label signing, especially here in Ghana?
The last time,
would you be happy if one come your way and they want to sign you on?
Well, I think it was one mistake I did in 2016. It was actually a learning curve for me. I wouldn't even call it a mistake because I don't want to throw away anything that happened to me. But I think now I'm more grown to understand certain things.
Okay.
In 2016, I actually signed a contract which didn't have an exit clause. Exactly. You know, and I've not said this anywhere before.
Okay.
But I had to go through the 3 years and make sure that I finish them. And then after that, it has just been me. Even that 3 years, the people just did like 6 months and then it was through till now.
Yeah.
Record label is okay. I think individually, somebody can just say that, you know, if I sign on to this record label in the next 5 years, I'll be rocking shoulders with the likes of all the big names. So let me sacrifice that 5 years. Somebody can also say that, no, I want to own my craft. A creative like me, one thing that I would not want you to take from me is my art.
Okay.
Regardless of where you want to push me. Because 80% of what I do is
you.
Here, is me.
Yeah.
So if you come and, unless you tell me that, okay, let's have a partnership, I think that's okay.
That works for you.
But like for the 360 deal, no, I don't even want to try it. And I think we all, regardless of the fact that we are so trapped in the entertainment side, we can also learn about some of these things so that when you're entering into a space where you need to talk business, you know what.
Mr. Ngatia, you're one sign on to Savannah Records. I don't know whether you're still with them. What is it with your music career with them? Have you signed on to a new, or are you looking to sign on to a new, or you want to go solo? What's the plan?
I want to do this independently, you know.
The other one didn't go too well.
There's still the people I'm working with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I must applaud your manager.
Kobe.
Yo, amazing guy, like from day one.
Is it Kobe Beats, the one who does the beats for you?
Yes.
Okay, he's the one, same person who handled the
Yo.
Savannah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Amazing guy.
We have other people too as well.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Like 2 guys.
Okay. All right.
Mention their name. Give me.
Nello. Shout out to Nello.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to be,
You don't mention
he
Biggie.
wants
okay.
to be laid back.
Yeah.
You don't mention Biggie.
Biggie.
Yes.
Raskuku's manager.
I'm told you have some rehearsals to attend, so I wouldn't want to keep you here too long.
Exactly.
So we said next week you are heading back, and how long would you be there for? What are the plans?
No, we're supposed to just do like 1 week.
Okay.
After the festival, we're doing certain appearances and some live sessions, and then I'm also doing seminars in certain schools in Germany.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
do you
so-
speak German? You speak German?
Germany, the is home.
A little bit. I actually went to go to though, so I
Oh, okay. I see. That's nice.
So you see where the direction
Yeah. Interesting. So the year is gonna end with maybe an EP. Are you
Yeah,
planning
the album, the live
an
album comes
okay.
out.
So
That's
the one that you're
part of
struggling to decide the 10 out of the 20 that you
Yes,
have.
yes.
Okay. And when should we expect?
So now is actually the final masters and mix. We're working out in Germany, so we're waiting for the final mix.
Okay.
Probably I'm sure by August, September, maybe. Yeah,
Okay.
if everything goes well, the album should be ready.
Okay. Keep cashing in. So, finally, I'm going to ask you, AlaptaWan. You've already told us what you intend to do in the next 5 years. The shortest term, you intend to drop an EP within this year, maybe October during your birthday. Please share your socials with us. People want to know. How do you call your team or fan base?
Boomba family.
Abumba.
Boomba family.
Hey, which one to do that?
You say that some people we get all that.
Okay.
It has a meaning. I'm the ultimate magic by God Almighty.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am the ultimate magic
by God Almighty.
by God Almighty.
That's the boomba.
Sir.
Yeah.
That's it. But you share your socials.
So everywhere is AlaptaWan, and then my digital platforms too as well is AlaptaWan. Big God remix featuring Raskuku is actually the one I'm promoting now because I released it. That was on the 23rd of this month. So guys, is out on every streaming platforms. Just go check it out.
Okay. All right. Senior,
Big one.
please share your socials as well. And
music.
who you to your fan base? What do you call them?
Hey, I don't guess.
What?
That's nice. Actually,
Episodians.
okay, so first it was actually very good bad boys.
Very good bad boys.
Yes, but I think most of the time the females are left out. But
yeah.
my magic
So
word
very good bad and girl.
Yeah, long. What I say.
Yeah.
I think my magic word for the past 2 years has been believe.
Okay.
So anytime I post believe, now people are catching on.
Hashtag.
They are calling themselves believers.
Oh, okay.
You know, so yeah, they're believers. The fellowship is growing.
Yeah,
The ministry is growing.
Cron.
Be ready.
Please, your socials.
Episode music on all digital platforms and also but you know my spelling EPIXODE music, and then the website is Episode and the Cruise.
And the cruise. Yeah. All right, thank you very much. Two dancehall artists in the same dress and
Yeah.
with dreads. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so AlaptaWan an episode we're here. Next, we're going to have a conversation with the man Fifi Coleman about Dilemma of a Ghost. But this is the one AlaptaWan is promoting. So let's take a listen and we'll be back. Raskuku on this one. Big God.
That's why I'm in a booming radio. My God is bigger than the ocean. My God is bigger. That's why I'm in a booming trust in no man. Nanga baka to send me and I'm and then me nick and you cranky. Now tell me to form do crab as a sorry. That I see winning does a crowd over passing. My whoop pay I super. And then again I got Nipa who said you that so power some children out now. Not long time I may not trust holiday. No way cause I'm selling me out away. But girl me no trust in nobody. Dada you alone. This year the time I can't miss. We just a free with the Benjamin. They focus my eye on the dream. Every get I use, every confidence in my God is bigger than the ocean. My God is bigger than
Asaase
Radio. That's why me trust in no man. My God is bigger than the ocean. My God is bigger. That's why me trust in no man.
Hey, my God is bigger than the ocean. Nah, do me pull over my damn phone in every occasion. Everywhere you go, AlaptaWan in every location. So them I wonder why Jah give we more blessings. Everybody know how we do it. Jah the king, we prove it. My God is big over to me. So never try when I feel me. Everywhere we go, Jah, you alone. You trust nobody but you alone. You're sure to cry, oh my fool alone.
And there's a brand new one from the camp of AlaptaWan, features the man Raskuku on this one, titled Big God. Time check is about 9 minutes after the hour 3. You're live on Artsy, live here on Asaase 99.5, the voice of our land. We're also live in Kumasi 98.5, live in Tamale 99.7, live in Cape Coast 100.3. Shout out to everybody doing the listening right about now. So we're about to get into another conversation on Theatre Focus, and this platform always offers opportunity for the theatre arts conversations and anything happening in that space. We'll talk about it right here. Joining us once again is the man Fifi Coleman, the man who has decided to showcase what Amate do once upon a time did, and it keeps going on and on and on about it. So it's about time he's going to do another one. And this particular one was made somewhere 1965, I checked. The Dilemma of a Ghost was written around that time. And this man thinks it's okay to show us the whole thing again this time in our dispensation with the Gen Zs and their attitude of marriage and cultural essence and all that. Well, joining us also is Araba Dansoa and Jacqueline Ansa, who are part of the cast, I believe. Yes. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Good.
You are not branded. Okay. That one too. Yeah, expensive one. Patron Penubi. Hello. Charlie, so you're back with Amatedu. What about her books and her stuff? What is it about?
That's amazing. There's nothing about her that's not worth celebrating. I think she speaks to what we believe as Ghanaians, what is quintessentially ours, the African ideology and mentality of what our storytelling should be like. That is what she.
Kindly tilt your mic. You're supposed to speak to the side of it.
So. The side of it.
Yeah. So
hold up. So go here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. So that is why she is, for me, if not the best, or my favorite Ghanaian author, playwright, and I just love her works, and I just want to keep producing them.
Interesting. Yeah. Dilemma of a Ghost, written in 1965.
Yeah.
Post-independence, we know our culture, our heritage, our values, our norms, all those things were quite different around that time.
Yep.
Why is it essential and important for you to tell us that story around this time? Because the story sets on culture, marriage, and assimilation of culture and all those things. Why now?
I keep saying that the story lends itself to themes that themes that are timeless. Everything that is being spoken about in that play, any day, anywhere that I pick it up, it's relevant. Anywhere in the world I show this play, it will still be relevant. The subject of marriage will never go away. Why are you not married at this age? Why did you marry that person? It's always going to be there. Family expectations
ethnic
is
religion.
It's still going to be there. Childbirth would forever be a subject, to be discussed in my lifetime. I don't know when it's ever going to be.
The Gen Zs now want to do ta and move on. They don't want to settle.
They don't mind that.
Because they said the record, according to divorces that they've seen, is very high, very prevalent now. So why should I marry when I can do ta and move on?
Yesterday I told them, I said, you people just see where you are. Have you ever imagined yourself 10 years from now or 20 years from now? You see yourself right now. This is you. You are seeing yourself. Just give yourself some time and look. Wait, me in 20 years time. You'll be very sad. With this attitude, you'll be very, 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 very sad. But I feel like it's also a way to let them also understand where we're coming from and what they can pick out of all of these stories. There is a place we're coming from. There's a challenge between our storytelling and as compared to others and everything. But constantly we want to just show them that we do have the content, we do have the stories, and if only you lend us your ears and patronize whatever we are serving you additional to you understand that Ghanaian stories are rich and there's a lot more there, and that that means they are here.
Your characters that you brought to life, how did you put them together? I've seen the billboard. I saw the lady seated.
Yeah.
She's doing pretty well. She's doing an amazing job. I've seen in a few other plays that she's doing very well. Yeah. Is it Segbe Fia or something?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
How did you put all of them together for this particular one?
I think most of the work is between the stage manager and myself.
So Jacqueline is the stage manager?
Yeah, she's the stage manager, yes.
Okay.
Myself and the idea of who do you think, who do you think can do that? Who do you think can do? Because we didn't do an open audition for this one. It was very close because we know, okay, fine. And because we did it when she died, we did a celebratory performance of the play. There were already original cast there,
okay.
So it was easier to pull them into the fold. The idea was just simple. We want to merge the older generation with the the nowadays
ones.
and get a crop of actors out there. So who do we call from the older generation? Who do we call from the nowadays people? And merge them and tell a story with them.
I saw a short video Ajetiana and then our senior man Fred Amogi were seated, you were standing by and we were having a conversation. I think it was one of the scenes there.
Yes.
All right. So that's why you brought in the older ones.
Yes.
I would say Ajete is not too old, but is in between.
He's heading there.
The likes of Dan. So I don't know how old you are. Forgive me. Also coming in there to also add on to make it all right. So is a blend of all the eras, more like.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So what do you hope to achieve with this one? You've done the first one.
Yeah.
You said to Anna here when she died.
Yeah.
So this one, what do you hope to achieve with?
To keep her legacy going. The legacy, it cannot die. Her name should be a household name. Like so long as like FC Productions, we are here, we're doing productions and everything. Amatedu should be a household name for everyone. You should remember when you hear, oh, I know that play, I know that, which is by the way our next play, Anoa, 2021, from her. So it's just that's it. Just keeping the legacy going.
Stage manager.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about your role. I'm not saying my name is Diego. Call me Diego.
Diego.
Yeah.
Okay.
How was it easy or challenging for you putting the characters together?
Oh, it wasn't so difficult. Like he said, we had done it 2 years ago, so we're missing a few.
Didn't somebody misbehave, so you decided to put the person on the
No,
bench?
we're missing a few people, so we just decided to bring certain people on board.
Missing. You said missing. Yeah, don't worry. Simple. Let me tell you.
I mean, not that they would have wanted to do this, but they are not available.
Okay.
So the slots are open, and we decided to get people to come join.
You did a small audition.
Not small audition.
That's what he said. He said he didn't even do too much.
We didn't, I mean,
Yeah.
it was just talks.
Small one, be.
Talks. Okay, let's see. Can the person fit into this role? Okay, yes, and then it worked there.
So the next show is a radio presenter went from Ishimwai.
Actually,
Me acting akraba. Thank you very much in advance. So,
So
you managed to pull all those
People
characters
together,
together, and then the new ones, how are they faring?
oh, they are good. They are good. That's
Okay.
why they got the spots there. They are good. Yes.
I see. All right, and I hope they sign contracts and stuff like that too, and everything is sorted. You don't have a challenge with anybody so far. All
We
right.
are handling everyone well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's why. The last time you were here for which one?
Women at work.
Yeah. You worked you really worked, and now you are in the dilemma of a ghost. What role are you playing?
I'm playing Monka. The
Monka.
younger sister to Atu.
Oh, okay. Okay, the main character's younger sister.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Very saucy, traditional-minded young girl. She's not very young, but her values and her morals have all been stemmed from the tradition. She knows that men are favored more than the women when it comes to education. And
I told traveled outside. Did you also travel outside?
no.
You were more based in Ghana.
Yes. Because I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I decided to give it to him, a man. And then he came back and we saw the results. So Monka also expressed her.
How difficult was the character playing that role for you?
I've always been excited to play Monka. It has always been my
Oh,
dream
really?
to play Monka.
I see. Well, were you in the first 2 years ago? Were you in that one?
No.
Okay, so you had the new ones that brought in. Oh, okay. We know about your position. Okay. All right. So how did you bring that character to life? What helped you bring that character to life?
First off, reading the script and also understanding the director's point of view and how he wants to mold the character.
Okay.
And the character's names also, one thing about Amatedu, she's very intentional about the names. Some of the names actually speak to the character and their characteristics. And Monka happens to have like sort of like a double meaning to it. The director chooses one side of it, discussed it, and yes, we're moving on with that and making sure that I'm establishing a traditional African woman as well as a younger sister who is also saucy.
Yeah, you like that saucy part. Yeah, as a I thought lying so bizarre. So which Xtra movie light one. Anna. Fifi, let me come back to you. How is it able to play a role, be the main character, and direct at the same time, make it more efficient?
One of the toughest things to ever do. I'm still not an expert at it. I try to know I can do both, but I find myself every single time as an actor still checking to see whether people are doing what they have decided to do, and that affects myself because now I'm going out of the world in which I am in just to pick a few points.
Like a movie is different. Cut.
Yeah.
Shoot. This one is live.
We're all there. We know. And
so be a mistake. Ground to me can just hey, Makasa Kanasa. Take it again.
Many a time I make people play me, and I just sit back and watch, and then I'll come back and put myself in there just to help find out how I'm doing. But eventually it's a cut-off point, and by that point then I don't change anything. We are all players. There's no director, whatever here. Where we are, that's what we are going with. Let's just play along and let's go.
Sorry, your mic was up.
Manager laughing like that. Like you have a challenge with the director being a cast.
Oh no, I mean we are all there to check everybody. So I mean that's the role of the stage manager. So when everyone is on stage, I mean I'm a cast as well. So I understand his point of view. I'm a cast. So there are times you're on stage and there's supposed to maybe like a prop or something, and you're also checking, maybe someone's blocking. Okay, they're like, oh, stage manager, where am I standing? I'm like, okay, I'm on stage with you right now. So I understand where he's coming from.
Okay.
But then again, when he's on stage, I mean, I'm there also checking what's going on. So I mean, work hand in hand and make it good.
All right. So when are we to experience this great stage play? Where? How much are we paying? The last time you came here, you were saying that it's kind of shut down. So, sir,
I know.
Oh, map na so.
Relax. You only see Optima.
Hey, Damascus. And then school.
Clement, wherever you are, come and fight.
Which Clement?
Clement Suarez, yes.
Oh no. Already, I don't need to fight him. So
we go live this Friday.
Okay.
This Friday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday over the weekend. 6 shows over the weekend. 3 p.m. and 3 p.m. on Friday and 7 p.m. on Friday. Then Saturday, Sunday we're doing 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. on those days. Yes.
Okay. Awesome. You tell me the times and then the ticketing.
Tickets, you can use the short code *714*50#. *714*50#, or you can call the number 054-532-0062. Yes.
All right. So it's going to be like twice in a day.
Yes. Right. So Friday is 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. Saturday is 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sunday 4 p.m. and 8 p.m.
Okay.
Yes, National Theatre.
Okay. Until answer, Saucy. So why should somebody come and watch you?
Come and watch the play because I've always been a believer of upon the old, we are able to build the new. We are Gen Z, yes, and then we tend to not understand the old people's ways of thinking and all of that, and that's something that was.
Because we are not Gen Z, as some of us are millennials.
Yeah, I am a millennial too, but I try to put myself.
Oh, okay. Okay. What? Continue.
Well, I believe that this show gives us the opportunity to understand 2 points of views, and also presenting 2 different cultures.
Okay.
We get to see people's point of view. We get to feel what they are feeling and get to understand what the themes are, and they're actually like very important themes in there that will sit still in our time. It's like a director said, they are timeless, really timeless.
Okay. All right. Stage director, cast. What role are you playing?
First woman, she's a neighbor. I want to establish that. A lot of people call them gossips, but they are neighbors.
They call them gossips.
Yes, Amate said they are neighbors. First and second one, I'm playing first woman.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm a neighbor. Yes, we just give information from what we've heard, what we've seen.
Yeah.
I just
communication advisor or what? Okay. All right. Thank you. Fifi, your last words and then we'll wrap it up.
I think first I want to say thank you, Diego, I shall say. And having I don't know any theatre house that have written or come here that they said no to them before because of
we have
what
a segment on the show called Theatre Focus.
created just for us. And
Exactly.
it's if every station did the same thing, then we don't have to worry. Charlie, you know, if you get me on the show, if you get me on the show, that thing wouldn't happen because we know there are slots on the shows for us to just plug ourselves into it. And I'm very, very grateful for all of you for that. So look, my last word is just thank you. Thank you to Asaase. Thank you to the. That's it. Short code once again *714*50#. Short code *714*50#. And this time around, regular is 200 cities and VIP is 300 cities. And for GSS students, it's 100 cities.
Oh, okay. You have to show your ID card or something.
Yes. But they're buying it from their schools anyway. So
okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I wish you all the best with the. You want to say something else?
No.
Okay. All right, so it's a wrap on the conversation, but we're not done with the theatre conversations. There was. Sorry.
Don't go back and go talk about it.
You want to talk about the thing? Okay. So I was going to come back to you for the comedy review. Okay, all right. So please take a bite on that.
Oh, but yeah, how can you have a theater
I
consultant?
beg. My bad. He's a theatre consultant. He's been around with us from the beginning of the show till now. He's still with us. So he's also a business strategist. Francis Nutako.
Thank you.
The award-winning Director of the Year.
Thank you. We'll come there. There's another director here.
Okay.
Now you will shout. There's a senior director here. So
Okay. All right.
Anyway, so first of all, I witnessed this play 2 years ago. It's a beautiful play, and I like what the players in the space are doing. For the Bo White is doing original plays, and we have the likes of Fifi and some other production houses doing
Adapted.
Yes, written scripts. So when you're a theater lover, when you go this week to the theater, what you watch is a different experience. The next week you go, it's also a different experience, and it's in varieties. I can speak for the Clemento Suarez staff. They do the comedy. Fifi Kuma production is doing written literature. And you see, this is a play that I'm told people are still studying it in school.
Oh, some of us read it back in school.
Right from senior high, GHS, SHS students are still reading this play. And I'm glad that they are not just targeting the people with the cash, but they are also looking at the student level. And what it does to industry is that you are trying to introduce this. You are trying to introduce the theater to a new group of markets. You get it? Because these kids are in JSS. By the time they'll get to secondary school, go to university, they know that there's an alternative entertainment at the National Theatre if we keep the culture going. So big up Fifi Kuma and the team. We are doing great. We are always here to support. And for us, for me especially, I'm excited, not just the production, but the effort you put into it, the consistency, and the markets you are trying to reach. Because somebody will say, we did this 2 years ago, we had an overflow, while we still going back to it. But you're trying to push into new markets to get new people to come watch the show. And I believe it's going to be a good one, because 2 years ago, people who watched it, they loved it, and they're going to recommend it to friends and family members to come watch it. So, if you're listening to us and you're out there, just dial the short code, get a ticket.
Sorry, your mic was off. Sorry.
Get a ticket for yourself and get a ticket for a kid you have in JSS, a kid you have in SS, and let them come and watch. On Friday, we are doing 3 shows. And you see, usually when we used to do theater, I'm lying. We used to do one show, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. But now, Charlie,
you're doubling up.
Yes, the patronage is growing. So yes, we are introducing 3 shows, and it's on a Friday. It's not easy to take that decision, but it's okay. And Charlie, we need to go and support them on that.
Sure, most definitely.
Thank you.
Okay, so it's a wrap on the conversations, and the Name of a Ghost. Make sure you are there to watch it. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Be present and enjoy. Inculcate into yourself some new sense of the old traditions, and that is worth keeping and advancing. So next conversation is going to be about the comedy space. Last week Saturday, exactly a week today, there was an award that happened at the La Palm Royal Beach, where a host of comedians were put together and rewarded for their activities over the year 2024. And some of us were there. One of the crowning moments was for our very own Francis Tete Nutako being crowned the Director of Comedy for the year 2025. So he's here in his glory. I don't know why they didn't bring his award here, but that's okay. It's because of the leverage Theatre Focus has been giving you, and also counting away when you know. I say, oh, bananka odi aba, maybe all the party kakre do it. And Uncle Freddy, you see, nanka why some drinks be now the bananka you're chilling. I say, yeah, for the popping.
Don't worry.
I'm worried. I'm worried.
The reason why I even came, you know.
Oh, Uncle Freddy. Anything about I know. Obviously, all the party you have before the crowning moment.
I want to go give the award to the minister first, but I'm too sure the father.
We heard about that. Yeah.
Condolence to my sector minister. She lost the father, and we are with her.
I heard he was 106 years.
Yeah. Yes. We are with her in spirit.
He's blessed.
Yes. It's rather unfortunate she should not come to the dilemma of a ghost. But we know she will send somebody to come.
Okay, all right. Once again, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And how did you feel when you even come up for the award? Where were you? I was there, so I will say everything here.
No. You
were not there. You didn't come for the award.
I came for the award show.
No, you were there, but you didn't come upstage to collect your award.
No. This is what happened.
Okay,
when I got to the venue,
yes,
at the car park, was when somebody just called me that you've been called on stage. I came to the award.
So you was late. Just say that I was late.
I came late because I had a different rehearsal somewhere. I had to finish up before coming. So I was late. But I made it onto the stage for the second award.
You got a second award?
That was for a show I produced last year.
Okay, Super Farm.
No, Romanos Incomplete.
Oh, okay.
Best comedy event of the year.
Yeah.
So yes, I was on stage for that award. You should have said that too. By the way,
maybe I had left around that time after presenting the award for the best comedy actor and comedy actress. That is Vivian Gill, and then what's his name? Jeffrey Norte.
Yes.
I had to leave.
Okay.
Yeah. So the rest I wasn't there.
So yeah. So I continued the rest for you. Anyway, but it was.
Okay.
It was a beautiful event. It was a beautiful night celebrating comedians on their hard work. 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 5 years ago, we didn't have this, and an individual with its own resources has come into the space to see the need to at least appreciate, honor us on what we do. For us, they are welcome into our space. We want more of that, and it's also feel good when you win something on the night, considering the efforts, the hard work, the dedication, the sacrifice we put into producing these shows, directing them, people writing their content and all that. So yes, congratulations to everybody that won on the night. Congratulations to all the nominees that made this one possible, and to the event organizers themselves. There were one or two things I think, yes, they themselves realized on the night. And for me, the highlight for me was that it was a producer from Asaase who was producing the event.
Our very own Akwesianelli.
Yes, that night. And you could see that, yes, aside the usual radio production she does, she's pushing herself to produce live shows in terms of awards and all that stuff. Yes, so I for me, that was my highlight for the night, because almost everybody there is in a space. But to see new people come in, give it some more mileage and all that stuff was the highlight for me. And she did great. It's just that
my own was just presenting award. So
I saw you on the night. Yours was to present award, and after that you did some reports. Reports on what happened. Yes, and it's all adds up, because you wrote an article about me winning. You wrote an article about the award itself. Yes, it's also gives it some mileage, and we thank all everybody who sponsored the award.
Okay. Let me take the initial reaction from Uncle, and then if you paid attention.
Coca is not a politician.
I was invited, unfortunately I couldn't meet.
Oh, okay.
The required time.
Okay.
I was also engaged in another, very important situation, so I couldn't make it.
Okay.
But on the whole, I think I should congratulate them on that feat.
It's actually the second edition.
Yeah, because it's not been easy organizing such kind of events and the kind of preparation. When you prepare very well, you meet good results. So definitely, you have the likes of you, Francis, Charlie. You've done so well because you've changed the atmosphere in terms of our entertainment, bringing drama and then comedy in all aspects of our life. But the one that came here just now, are they going to do this thing at the National Theatre?
Yes.
Tell about
that is
I had the privilege of watching some excerpts of how the place looks like now. Is it in the right state?
That's in National Theatre.
I mean, it's not where we want it to be.
But the AC is working.
Yes, they are.
The new ACs, 8 ACs that they brought, have they fixed them?
Has been fixed.
Okay.
It was fixed before.
I think it needs further renovation.
Okay.
Yes,
For the picture that I saw, a lot of the metals are not in good shape. You see, because of the proximity from the place to the sea, it's just only about 500 meters.
Yeah.
So the corrosion effect is deafening. It's almost 32 years ago. I quite remember 32 years ago when I took Kwame Sevakai.
We need a plan that maybe every year there's going to be a major.
Yes.
Can't contract sign, money allocated.
They are working on something, but what I know is that they are for now they are tackling the low hungry fruits.
Okay.
For example, we're complaining about the AC. Let's give it to them.
Carpet.
The previous government did that.
So I'm saying it just to pat your shoulder. But despite all these problems that we've been going through, you still produce things, and then congratulations on your award. You should have brought it here for us to celebrate.
No, next week the award will
Is there next week you bring it here after the funeral? Nene, did you pay attention to the awards?
In fact, it's been 1.5 years now that I've not stepped up after 7 in the evening.
Wow.
Because I'm doing a course.
Okay.
And my lectures.
Serious student.
Always around that time. In fact, my exam starts in few weeks.
But there's cheat days.
Yeah, so I think Francis have a girlfriend on my timeline.
Hey!
Tilly Epia Nipa.
The PR. The PR Rocket Promise.
Everything about Francis, when I'm looking for information, I go to
okay.
So that was where I realized that he won. Yeah.
Okay.
So
He's in drama. She's
a drama student.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Drama, yeah.
The PR, no.
Tilly was in School of Performing Arts. She's a trained performing artist.
Okay.
Tilly used to be on stage with us. Yes. Tilly had been in my production 1 or 2 times.
Okay.
She's done other productions right from school. She's a very good actress.
Oh, you can tell the way she talks. You can tell.
But now. A PR side is what we see more. Congratulations, Tilly, for winning Artist of the Year.
No, she's a Deputy Artist of the Year.
Yeah, Deputy Artist of the Year.
So that's on the page that I
okay, you saw that. Okay, that was happening.
That's nice.
Okay, all right. So Francis, there's once again Portfolio Jermaine is in the on social media ranting that the quote unquote Kumasi comedians were not given the better platform or opportunity.
Who are the Kumasi comedians?
So the likes of what's the name? The girl.
If you're
Barcelona, Ben South.
Ben South is not a comedian.
Bilson. It's all part of comedy. What they are doing is all comedy.
But Ben South.
Standing on stage is different from this.
Hold on. So this is a Ghana Comedy Award, and it features all the disciplines in comedy.
So Senior them all must have a discipline.
So Vivian Jill, for instance, won an award. So I was surprised he's complaining.
There are categories for
skate makers,
skate makers, stand-up comedians, theater, comic actors, and all that stuff. So there's that for everybody. Now, it's a popular award, an award where you have to vote. You get it? So, for example, they engage you through email. I can't speak for the organizers though, but for me, what I know is that they engage you through email so that you can push in your nomination if you've done any work and then give them a link to where they can find your work
Okay.
and testify to that. So if you don't, first of all, nominate yourself, or you don't get your team to nominate you, you can't come and complain after. But for portfolio, if your Barcelona was nominated, first of all, I think portfolio need to do some research. Go look at the various categories we have in there.
Yeah.
And look at the people that were nominated in there.
Because Kwame Obed is from Kumasi. He won an award for the night. Next rated comic actor of the year.
It's not about winning.
Opoku Bilson.
Before we even get to the winning,
he won.
Before we even get to the winning, the nominations.
Yes.
We had the, how do you call it? I don't like the difference. The difference
Kumasi
between
and
Accra, Kumasi. No, we are all in the same industry. We are all doing comedy. You get it? So, but people from, how do you call it, the Ashanti region were nominated. People from Volta region who are doing comedy were nominated. You understand? People from Greater Accra or Greater Accra base. I'm from Volta region.
Yeah.
But just that I'm based in
Accra.
You say, oh, I'm an Accra based, how do you call it, comic producer. No. But people from Ashanti region, like he wants to put it.
So let me quote verbatim what he said on Facebook. 2024-2025 stand-up comedians from Ashanti region kept GH Comedy so alive throughout the year with top-notch events and sold-out shows, back-to-back all season. Ghana Comedy Awards, who headed your research team? That question is asking. Not even one was noticed.
And
I'm surprised he went on that tangent.
That's what I'm saying.
That's where he's making a mistake.
Exactly.
Not a single Kumasi-based comedian had a stand-up show. They were doing skits.
No. See, so the thing is that
they were doing skits.
So the thing is that it is comedy. It's not just stand-up. The awards wasn't for just people doing stand-up.
But there were segments.
There were segments.
Yes.
So for example, Vivian Jill won an award from.
Yeah, I presented that award.
First of all, your write-up is flawed. Bills.
Yeah.
Won award from Kumasi.
Opoku Bills. Comic Discovery of the Year.
You focus on music and beam issues.
Opoku Bills. It's from Kumasi. It's flawed there. Akabeneza was nominated. Opoku was nominated. How do you call it? Ben South. Is Ben South not from Kumasi? Or is Accra based? I don't know. Well, but if Ben South is from Kumasi, he won an award.
Kwame Obed is also from Kumasi.
Kwame Obed. Jumo is from Kumasi. Efia is from Kumasi. They were all nominated.
Let me tickle you more. He went on to say stand-up comedians from Ashanti region couldn't boast of just one win at this year's edition with a kind of CVs.
What did he
Ebenezer Jumo was one of our GH biggest comedy exports. Kuku, is it 480? Broke records. How? Ghana Comedy Awards. How? And he went on and on and on and on.
When did he write this one?
This was just 2 days ago. What I just read was 2 days ago. And then Facebook, yeah. And then the other one I read was also 2 days ago.
I think I need to reply him because he needs to do so. I mean, Portfolio is a fantastic guy when it comes to his PR and music stuff.
But because he was not invited, he was not part of the event, so he doesn't know.
Enter into a space you have little knowledge about. The best you can do is research. So I will urge Portfolio to do some further digging and research. First of all, everybody who did comedy in 2024-2025, I think their nominations were fair. They were all nominated. I mean, if you want to even narrow it down to the Ashanti region, Akabeneza was nominated. Jumo himself
was there. He was there actually. He performed at the night.
Nominated. There are a lot of Vivian Jill was nominated.
Yeah. She won.
Bills.
Opoku Bills.
They were all nominated. You get it. And some of them won. Even Felicia say.
Yeah.
She won. Ifya Barcelona. She was nominated. Best female comedian of the year. She was in that category. The fact that they didn't win does not mean that the scheme is downplaying. Okay. You get it?
Yeah.
And it is not by force that when you are nominated, you need to win. So far as you are nominated, you're a winner.
Yeah.
But I mean, coming to MC,
or this year was the first time incorporating some of them in their category.
No.
Or they have been part of.
They have been part.
This is the second edition.
This is the second edition.
Edition.
Oh, okay.
The first edition, Akabeneza and who were in there.
Oh, okay.
You get it? Lee Wayne was in there in the first edition and all that stuff. Kweku Menu was nominated some time ago. So I think he rather needs to do a very good research and not come attack the organizers. And MC Portfolio, I'm a big fan. But this one, my brother, you goof. So just apologize to the organizers and let's move on.
Okay. I don't know whether it's in Accra, it's in Kumasi right now, wherever it is. If it's listening to Asaase, I'm sure you should have an idea of what you're talking about, and then go back to his Facebook page and then change things over there. All right. So what does it mean for you after winning Director of the Year with a comedy or comic space? What does it mean? What's next for you?
Well, it's big. It's big. It means that everybody is looking at the next show you are producing. Those who knows that you deserve it are congratulating you. Those who feels that somebody else should have won the award are also looking up to you to bring your next production and say kaya. So it's a heavy weight on my shoulder.
Yeah.
To come up with, yes, to come up not just super farm. I mean in the space. I'm in the space. I'm with Nyansapor. I'm with everybody in the space. You understand?
Yeah.
So I produce a Jacinta show. I produce a Kokobioko show, the Romano show, and all that stuff. I produce OB and Lexi shows for them some time back. So
big man.
In the space, everybody is just trying to look out to you to see what you're coming to do.
Please, I need a producer for Artsy also. You go if we can, Adam.
No problem. So they are looking at what you want to do, and you yourself, it's some weight on you to make sure that you maintain a title. You don't drop below the bar and all that stuff. So yes,
the highest award for the night was comedy actor of the year. Went to Lexi the Comic.
That was
overall.
Comedian of the
year. And he's won it for the second time.
Yeah, he's won it for the second time.
Did he really merit that? Because he was in contention with others such as OB, and then also Foster Romanus and others. Do you think he merited the second award?
For the overall comedian of the year. Yeah. Well, yes, he deserved it. If you know Lexi very well, he's one hardworking guy. And the year under review, I can point to 3 shows he did. He did one in Takrady when the year started. He did something on Vals Day, February in Takrady. Then he did Laugh with Your Dad in Accra.
I think there's another one coming up on the 15th.
There's another coming up. And then he did his own stand-up show, which happened at the UPSA auditorium, which was a new auditorium. He had to go to. The set that night was beautiful. The investment, you could see the investment there that night if you had witnessed that show. Then aside that, he was on radio doing, how do you call it?
The WTM.
Good. That he do. So he still comes on radio to do some comic radio stuff in there.
He's actually also won an award for the night, actually. The radio comedy show of the year.
He was on other shows. For example, when you look at the Obi and Ponsa special, I didn't come early on that night, but one of the reviews...
Oh, yeah. That day, I'll give it to him. They were delaying. Bukum Boxing Arena, right? Yes. They were delaying with the trusses and everything. So he took up the microphone, and for about an hour or more, he was cracking people up throughout. He was just going around the what do you call it?
The auditorium.
No, it's not auditorium.
The way you said a joke about Dapo.
No, that was Obi. That was rather Obi. But this guy had to hold up for him. Lexi has to hold up for him whilst we're still getting the trusses ready, pulling it up and all that. So he was just going around cracking like for more than an hour.
In the stands.
Yes. He was just going around and he was just having good interaction with people, cracking people up. Like as if the show was his that night. Without him, I think it would have been a bit of no doubt about that.
Consistent.
Yeah.
You see, he was consistent with whatever he was doing.
Yeah.
In promoting his show, he did some 1 or 2 skits in there to promote his show too.
Yeah.
That is not really his field, but he came alive there. And then when you look at his social media numbers to another year, he grown, gained more visibility and traction on social media. His YouTube channel also grow. You understand?
Currently he's in South Africa. I had a chat with him. He's in South Africa doing some.
I mean, okay, this is 2025.
Yeah.
In 2024, he was in the US or so with OB.
OB, yeah. I remember that one
or
too.
two. Link up with some people. Yeah. So for me, he deserves it.
Okay. All right. So enough of the Ghana Comedy Awards. Let's do some few stories that came through this week. And we have the death of Nana Kwesi Jan Apentin, which I'm sure Uncle Freddie will know him. Yeah. He died in London at the age of 74 after a short battle with cancer. He's a veteran Ghanaian journalist. And Uncle, I'm sure you have some.
Oh yes,
word or
I
two.
mean, he used to admire my writings on Facebook. I also, used to admire him behind the scenes. We send you one or two things, to correct you on how to frame certain sentences and a whole lot of things. So and he did like my hymns that I played on Sundays, especially. I don't know whether he's a Presbyterian, but most of the time he comes to like my Sunday hymns. Only for me to hear that he's dead. For the past year or so, I don't see him frequently on Facebook. So I was just wondering, because he's been made a chief, is that the reason why maybe he's left Facebook or something? Because I have seen a lot of chiefs who are using pseudonyms, on Facebook, but they are still very active. So until then, he's playing his part well. Before the coming of our democratic structure in 1992, he used to work for the West African magazine.
Okay.
In London, so he paid his tribute. He used to work with the University of Ghana, Legon. Most of these communication students passed through him, and he's laid a big foundation that, the vacuum that has been created now, as we will say, it will take someone of that immense structure to fill that space.
Okay.
He rests 74. It's not bad. Yeah. For outside.
Yeah, 74.
Yeah. Outside of this thing, but he died of what? Prostate cancer. Charlie, this time that thing there, Charlie.
I mean, the thing is that for a man,
Charlie,
almost saying here at the end 21 times, but
no, but
we'll keep giving excuses.
It's just keep screening, okay?
Yeah.
Sometimes the reason why a lot of people have extreme medical conditions is because we don't even have the money to do regular checks.
That's the
to see the inception of the problem.
Even we men would hardly go. Yeah, I said that you don't want to even go.
Me, dear, I've taken time. Since I had a very bad situation in Takoradi like 5 years ago, and so from that time, dear, Masa, I just make sure that I put money aside.
Yeah.
If you walk into my room and I open my wardrobe, you see labs like this. It's not because I take delight in going, but I realize that these things, if you're able to see it on time, I mean, you'll be able. I know. We went to Brekum, one of these banks. Solid guy, one of the commercial guys, solid guy, going jogging in front of this hotel. The biggest hotel in Brooklyn, I forgot the name. Just opposite a training college.
The training college, yeah. I've slept there before. I've forgotten it.
Charlie, car knock him. He died. Sick. You understand the thing? So the point is, do your best and leave the rest to God. I mean, that's my policy.
Okay.
You understand? So don't. Sickness that can be cured, don't let it to kill you. I always tell people, just make sure that you know what is going on in your body.
But I think it's genetics. So my dad actually died after 70 he did operation. He went all the way to 82.
That age is not good to do any form of surgery. 78, no.
So 70 he did it, and then he survived till 82. Okay, he died.
Okay,
but I mean, it was a bother. My dad is very, very active.
From that time that he did the surgery.
Oh no. After that he was, he was frequenting the hospital a couple of times and all that. So
it becomes difficult. From that age, it's become very difficult. 75 going.
If you go there, it's fine.
It's very difficult.
That is a necessary end. I must be honest. That we all have so sometimes when you visit certain patients and the kind of trauma that they are going through in terms of what I visited one. His leg has been hanging for the last 5 years.
Uncle, as any time I step out from Kolebu, I become very humble.
Yes.
You see, all the things that you wake up in the morning, you do it very easily. Yeah. Wake up, you go to washroom. It's people's burden.
My stepmother used to say this. So when she goes around and then she'll fat small, and then they'll go like, my father go like, hey be aba. I say jama nyama obi da Kolebu over there.
It's true, Charlie.
I mean, so you're right.
And especially
you're right about what you say.
For talents within our space who are always on the move, there's eating patterns are bad. You know what I mean? There's no time to even check.
Charlie.
I mean, I don't know if I think 4 years ago, one of the big artists ended up Nyawo Clinic. We went to go and see him. It was tiredness, stress, and excessive BP. Out of eating, the eating patterns, because you are moving and you are eating very late.
All right, so a quick one. I'm going to go through this one real quick, and then so OG and Bullet are going at each other regarding Ebony. I don't know why they are resurrecting this issue again. OG is claiming
for the trends or
I have no idea. I don't know whether you guys have.
OG is not claiming anything. The first time I saw Ebony at Roston office, it was with OG.
But
I didn't even know. I didn't even know that this is Ebony. Okay, years on. I'm like, okay, I was putting. Okay, so this is the lady I met. What OG is saying that I met this lady, I introduced her to Bullet.
okay,
and Bullet took over. But Bullet is trying to.
He's claiming that it was just a week after meeting Ebony as an OG.
Whether it's a week after or and know what he said that saddens me. OG should just accept the fact that he was a link man. A link man. Okay, so he linked the girl to you. You made a fortune out of her.
Exactly.
Okay, and later you said you organized an event. You gave him money to go and bring equipment.
He said he's even owing him. He said it live on radio.
A whole lot of
the OG is owing him. Come and pay.
Yes. There's a good reason why people don't do good. You see, this our generation. We are so ungrateful and wicked, and that's why people die early. You know, people die. See, some stories I heard yesterday.
But I want to understand what does it go to?
OG was asked what happened before Ebony died. I watched the interview on Three Music.
Yeah,
I watched the interview. He didn't say anything bad. He was narrating his relationship with the girl to the point where the girl died. And Bullet felt like OG is taking too much credit. Just say that you link me to the girl and shut up.
But one good thing Bullet's response was that people were even claiming that at a point Ebony was lesbian, and the fact that OG was around was enough to even change the story to make it look like that was a boyfriend.
That whole thing pissed me off. Why do you speak like this? Like, why do you say this thing? Something that we've been trying to run away for years. Yeah. So what are you confirming? Like, all of us have lied over the years. What is this?
Anyways, so it's a wrap. Unfortunately, I have just about 4 minutes to wrap up. But Van Vika and then Kwame Eugene are kind of praising Mahama for the dollar depreciation and all that.
This is the best time to buy cow.
Anyway, I know Uncle Fred will also praise John Mahama today.
I've written a whole article that.
Thank you.
When it comes,
please, when are you publishing that article?
That politics of.
Please send him the article. Let them polish it.
No, relax. Check our Facebook page. There's a post that we made yesterday about the fuel reduction.
No, not Asaase. I'm talking about Uncle Fred.
Okay.
Yes. So please, you need to publish his article about him praising His Excellency John Dramani Mahama about how
let the dollar rise 1 cent. You see increasing prices of goods.
About how his
the price control system, the average Ghanaian trader.
The price control system doesn't exist in Ghana.
Guta and all those guys, what are they? They were he's been last year telling us why they should increase the prices.
But their leader has been asking them to reduce their prices. Actually, the doctor who is a doctoral title is being questioned. We all know about it. It's in the news. But he's asking them.
Milk should be 4 cedis as of now.
But some things are coming down so far. Bag of rice has reduced the last I checked.
We are not
bag of chocolate has reduced as I checked.
Still the KK is 5 cedis. It's small.
Oh, Charlie, I went to my car wash, regular car wash base here. They've increased the price to 25 cedis instead of 20 cedis. I don't know why they are increasing. Some of them are increasing prices at this moment. I was mad. I was livid. Like, things are reducing. Why are you now increasing your prices?
Ghana for a selfish and a pair of bonning.
That's where we go to church.
For the record, Uncle Fred had shown me an article on his Facebook page.
Okay.
I've glanced through it, and it's an article that is showing that.
So read the headline.
Read the headline. Read.
No, it's saying that basically the headline is saying that President Mahama is showing empathy to the creative art industry in a positive light.
Okay.
You understand? That's what the airline is about. And he also acknowledged that the Black Star experience has been launched and people in the creative art space have been given key position in the Mahama.
Are they delivering on the president's
He also
mandate?
encouraged the president not to forget Ejako Nemo.
Oh, he mentioned it.
And about his journey with the NDC so far, and also the man who always give us the hit songs, Nasi Music.
Yeah.
That so far We've not heard anything about Nasi so far. But no, I mean, according to the article,
about Nasi performed at the Black Star Experience launch.
So he performed there.
I mean, that's a.
Because the head of the music production, this thing.
Okay, so now, Francis, you're convinced now.
No.
You're happy.
I'm
okay, all right. Great.
I'm
going to Power FM. You know, I've been involved for the past 8 years, and I know it's an industry. Look,
Ajiman.
my politics, as I said, maybe I don't know how old we were in 1992.
No, I was.
Yes, I was supplying NDC with fuel on credit.
Oh, thank you.
Through Vincent Asaase and then.
No. It's not the politics you are doing. It is just that the fact that. Okay.
I was called to Rollins' office. He saw me. He said, "Young man, we are forming a platform. I want you to supply us with regular fuel." I said, "Whom am I? I've been written an article of this." So my mother is an NDC.
No. For this, the politics is over. You know my principle of that. The politics is over.
Maybe politics
just for the fact that. Citizens complain about certain things, and we are being seen those things.
There's a positive in everyone.
So I mean, we need to probably give them their flowers.
At least
the dollar is going down. Then they can buy his new car. Diego will change his car very soon. And
praise the Lord.
Go on.
All right. So it's a wrap for me. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
I apologize for the lateness.
That's okay. All right. So it's a wrap. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for coming. I had Uncle Freddie Chemensa, aka Fredima. I had Nene J, also as well as Francis Nutako, the award-winning director of the year for comedy. And my name is Diego. I was produced by Akosia Nelly, who is also having an event on the 7th, gathering, he says, 1 in a million, gathering people at East Legon to mentor them and groom them. So it should be part.
Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.